Welcome back to some League of Legends. We are going to jump right back where we left off on our ranked journey. We are still in placements category. We have 4 out of 10 finished, and we are currently sitting apparently in bronze 3, somewhere in there. So let's get this going. I am changing up my strategy a little bit as to what I want to do. For ranked is I'm going primary as a bot laner, ADC, because that's what I'm most comfortable on. With secondary as support, because that's what I'm second most comfortable on. Those are 2 roles that I've spent the most time on. So as much as I would like to play like jungle and stuff like that, I think I'm just gonna save that role for my kind of like fun streams, the stuff that isn't really on ranked. At least until I can get way better at it, and then hop into ranked with it. So I spent some time trying to figure out what all champions I want to use. And I know I was talking about Phalios and testing like Tristana and Ashe and all that stuff. And I found Sivir. And I've never really played Sivir until I started experimenting around with different ADCs to see what I like. And I really like Sivir. She has a very simple playstyle. She is an old champion. I think she was like one of the first champions in the game. So very simple, high damage early game, high damage late game. She is scaled. She scales into the late game pretty well. But she has some mana issues at first, so I'm probably going to be starting tier to get around that. That's why I've been starting anyways. And I found 2 good builds with her. One of them runs Lethal Tempo, and that's probably what I'm going to be using the most because I'm most comfortable on it. Another one uses Dark Harvest. And that I've tested in the mid lane, and it works pretty good for mid lane Sivir. But I'm going to obviously be doing bot lane Sivir, so I think I'm going to stick with the Lethal Tempo. Here's kind of what all I got going on for anyone who actually cares. So yeah, got some healing in there, as well as just the attack speed. I feel like it's based more off of the auto attack Sivir, while Dark Harvest is more caster. And I play Sivir as more of a caster, where I'm trying to use my abilities more than actual auto attacks. But I've still found that Lethal Tempo still feels that little bit better than Dark Harvest. But that's all, I don't know. That could just be because I love going into the early game. Like, I love winning early game matchups and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a lot better for the early game with the Lethal Tempo. Dark Harvest likes to scale through the game and make you buff and stuff like that, so it's better for late game stuff. But yep, so let's see, what are we potentially going into? Probably this Lux Gen. And I have a Seraphine. I am perfectly fine with having Seraphine, because Seraphine has so much CC, good range damage and stuff like that, so we're going to be doing a lot of damage. I'm not surprised to see Jhin. We're probably going to be seeing a lot of Jhin, and a lot of Kaisas, and maybe some Misfortunes, because I think that those are the 3 big ADCs right now, especially Jhin and Kaisa. They're freaking massive. Oh boy. If we can even get into a game anyways. But yeah, so I'm gonna be focusing on Sivir. And I have 3 backups, being Jhin, Ashe, and Samira. I'm confident in my Jhin and Ashe, like 100%. Like, I do pretty decent on them, I think. I mean, they won me those 2 placements for the last time that we streamed. But Samira, I find very fun. I really like playing her. I've played her a lot. But she's a very snowball heavy champion. I think I'm gonna ban out. Samira. Just because Samira is kind of good into Sivir. She's a very snowbally champion. If she gets going, she's unstoppable. But likewise, if she doesn't get going or gets put into the ground, it's kind of hard to come back. Yeah, I'm fine with pretty much all these. We're getting a lot of assassins out here, which I like to see. None of the assassins, like, I don't like seeing Shaco, but we were gonna have Shaco, so that's kind of annoying. But honestly, besides Shaco, I can kind of deal with the other assassins like Fizz and Kane. I've never really had a big problem with. Jax, I have a problem with a lot. He's usually pretty unstoppable. Darius has been pretty dominant lately. The other bans are just kind of whatever. Brand can be annoying. Let's see here. A support Singed? I was about to say, that'd be interesting. It's not something that I would be against, but it'd be interesting. Morgana's a lot more classics. So I'd be perfectly fine with having Morgana. Yep, there's the Misfortune pick. With Lux support. Let's see. So I have no idea whether that's going to be an AD or AP Misfortune. She's been swapping around a lot. I've seen both of them a good amount. Since she's in lane with a Lux, I would assume AD, so it's not just like a double AP. But who knows? We need... Okay, they have a Poppy. We don't really have a tank. We have Assassins. Assassins win games. I don't know how good the ganks are gonna be. Like, for our lane, it should be fine because we have Morgana, but we don't have a lot of CC on our team. So that kind of worries me. If we don't have a lot of CC, then they're just gonna be kind of running around doing whatever they want. So it kind of all falls down on the Morgana there. Oh, let's get into this. See how we do for the rest of the placements. No matter where we fall, I mean, hopefully we fall decently. You know, what's a good range? I don't know how placements actually drop you. Oh, we have a Poppy jungle. Okay. Or they do. They have a Poppy jungle. I don't know how placements actually super work in League, so I don't know how hot you can get placed. But I mean, silver would be cool. I don't know if it can drop you in platinum. But no matter where we drop, we'll be able to climb from. So, it is the AP Misfortune, so she's probably gonna be maxing out her E. That's gonna be kind of rough to deal with because if Misfortune hits with the E, slows you so the Lux can stun you. It's gonna be kind of a slow moving lane. We're just gonna try and poke as much as we can. I don't know if we're gonna have a lot of kill opportunities unless Morgana is good. So we'll start with Tear of the Goddess. It won't give us it won't really give us damage, but it will solidify my my mana for all the times I need to go back. And we are going to get a Gale Force when we can, because that is my favorite mythic in the game. I love dashing around and having an execute on a dash. Yeah, these games should just play out like normal games. This slow in Elo. I mean, the last 4 pretty much did. I'm hoping I can carry as hard as the last 2 that I did with ADCs and not have the same experience I did when I was on jungle. Because that was a little bit iffy. Okay. Yeah, I'll need to be a bit careful of the Poppy ganks. Because Poppy, I guess until I have a Gale Force, I don't really have a dash. So I probably don't need to worry about that per se. But Poppy ganks can be quite dangerous. Go here, ward over the wall. With the route that I just took, I might miss these minis. Oh, I got him. Yeah. Now, to see kind of how poke heavy they're going to be. So she didn't start out with the binding, deluxe. So that's pretty good for us. It's a bit less to worry about. But, I mean, we can still be hit by that. My attack space so slow this early in the game. Got it. I didn't really mean to use my heal there. She used her heal. She's extending very far for this. Shit. I can already back and get some stuff. Yeah, I didn't mean to use heal there, but she tried heal for it as well. So it's kind of just better. We can actually start buying some damage this early. Usually I push a few waves and then recall at around 400 or 500 gold, so I can pick up some swords. But that, with the kill and the assist and the push wave, gave us 800, so we are sitting pretty with that. And they're gonna come back with not a whole lot. So as long as we can keep up the pressure that we just created, we'll be flying. Now, I'm not actually super worried, per se, about missing farm in the early game, because Sivir makes farm up super fast in the late game, that it just kind of like balances itself back out. And of course I'm not going to try and miss a whole lot of farm. I'll try and stay on top of it. But I'm not going to, like, if I'm playing like Jhin or something like that, then I'm going to be a little bit not so happy if I'm missing a lot of farm. But with Sivir, I know that I can just like make it up pretty easily. And she's super good for keeping the pressure on, because her range on her Q is just really good and people don't expect it. So. We don't want to push super up just yet until we have some vision. I thought that I thought that Morgana cleared that. I guess that she got pushed off it beforehand. Okay, got out of there. We get Quill. Poppy is over on the side, or at least was. Let's top down. Not great. Top ain't doing the hottest. Or mid lane ain't doing the hottest either. You should not be going in on that. About to die. This might be a bit of a hard one. I'm just gonna attempt to keep on applying pressure where I can down here. Yeah, so I max my Q for maximum damage and stuff like that on the Q. It's the main poke tool for me, and as you can see, it does a decent amount. And then I max W second, because that is nice. That is a very good wave tool, or wave clearing tool with Ricochet. It also increases my attack speed, which is something that I want. So with those two, you can just mow through a shitload of minions, especially in the late game. E is max last just because it's just a spell shield pretty much. It restores some mana, which is nice when I use it to block an ability. But I mean, it's just a spell shield. So maxing it last is fine because I get the full utility of it. Having two spell shields down here is super nice because it makes it so their ganks are really hard for them. Slows. Gotta flash out of that. So I think Poppy is just gonna kind of chill down here. Which isn't too amazing. I'm just waiting for them to kind of push in here. Because I want to... Yeah, I guess that's true. I want to be able to clear out what all they have stored. Dead Poppy. still can, pretty much. And then... yeah, bot lane is getting pressured really hard. It's probably because we're the only winning lane, so they're throwing down a lot of guys down here to try and, like, I don't know, win every lane. But they just keep on, like, failing. Get them off my Morgana. Gonna try and keep them over in this area if Talon does actually want to come down. It doesn't appear like he is really. Super close. Alright, I need to back out here, just because I feel like... Alright, Silas backed off, so I'm probably good. Silas is going right back up to mid. Poppy is coming down. I would not doubt it if she's going to Dragon here. Or if she's just clearing out Dragon. Maybe she isn't. I don't know really what happened with the Poppy then. From the angle that she was talking to, or walking in, she could, oh, there she is. Right. I was about to say, she could be on our side. Got that, which is good. I'm dead here. That's unfortunate, but probably pretty expected, to be honest. Duh. Alright, well, they're gonna get top tower. They're probably gonna be able to go for Rift as well. I wouldn't doubt if that's the next place that the Poppy is heading. Hi there. Whoa, that was some fucking damage. Alright, well, use that. Yeah, I was not expecting that damage, to be honest. I was just about to Gale Force him for the kill when he frickin' used everything at the very end there. That's not too good. I can't really be making a lot more mistakes with how this game is going. This town is going to die and probably give it to my misfortune. And Pantheon bot. Okay, we got Red Herald, so that's pretty chill. Oh, I definitely was not close enough for that. I thought I'd be able to just catch her by the edge, but... So, on another note, on another note, Joe is going to try and start the ranked grind with me here later. So we're gonna just see what comes of that. Which I'm looking forward to because he plays support, and I know his playstyle, so we can duo bot and kind of just destroy. So I am looking forward to when that all happens, but I'm definitely gonna get through my placements first, and then probably I don't really know if I'm gonna do his placements with him or what's going to be happening, like if I let him do his placements by himself and then group after, because I don't know what all he's going to have, like placement wise. I guess we'll see. But it will be nice to have a duo bot that I can like trust. Like this Morgana is playing pretty solid. I really I do like this Morgana. The rest of my team, that is a dangerous ult for him to have. This is a bunch of fight that we don't want to take. But we are taking it anyways for some reason. You guys get dragged if you can. That ain't gonna happen. Alright, I'm just gonna recall so I can go up and deal with that fucking Pantheon. I don't know what the fuck is happening here around this. But somebody needs to stop that Pantheon, and I think I am probably the most equipped to do that. If we just let him continue this, he's just going to... This is where her wave clear comes in quite handy. No. We're at this mid wave. See what the hell is going on with our team quickly. Does this circle around me? Oh, hijack. Okay, yeah. Get out of here. I do not like this situation too much. I'm gonna go right back top so I can clear this out again. I'm gonna push this in a little bit. I don't want to overextend, but I don't want this just like chilling at our tower the whole time. Do that. I don't know what the fuck my team is doing here. Get off me. Alright. first placement. Didn't do great. I had 2 meaningless deaths, pretty much. One of them definitely so. So that wasn't great. But overall performance, considering how we had so many people bot, wasn't terrible. But yeah, the Silas and the Pantheon really hurt that one. They really hurt that one for us. Alright. So now we are halfway through our placements. We are at 3 and 2. So we jumped out bronze 4 pretty easily. I don't know how easy it is to jump out of everything this slow. Learning experiences. So yes, like I was saying previously, so Sivir is gonna be the main one that I'm trying to get up with. Jhin, Ashe, Samira are on the back burner. Samira is fun but snowbally, and I don't know how good I could play her ranked with that. So I guess we'll see on her. Support wise, Senna is definitely going to be the main one that I'm supporting with, followed probably by Swain, because I used to play a mean Swain for support. Besides that, always have Soraka to fall back on support wise too, if really need be. But I'd prefer not to, because Soraka is not in the greatest place right now. But hopefully, if I get thrown into the support role, I will have Senna there, and we'll just act as a second carry or a primary carry, depending on how good ours actually does. Because I have a decent amount of time on Senna, so I have a feeling like I can play her pretty well. But yeah. So as of today, as of the stream, tomorrow will be the next patch, 11.2, and that is when the new champion, Viego, the Ruined King, is going to be coming out. And a few skin lines, and the skin lines look freaking beautiful. I love them already, just from the splash arts. But Viego comes out, so I'll probably play around with him a bit. Not in ranked, but definitely on some of the fun ones, like the fun streams. Gonna be playing him jungle, because that's his role. Don't know how good he is outside the jungle. He might be a decent top laner. Skarner jungle. Skarner is a really good champion. You just never see him get played, which is sad. He might get a rework soon if the vote goes his way. There was a recent voting poll for the community as to which champion would get a rework next. Skarner is on that list. So is my baby Nocturne. But also Udyr and Quinn. And Shyvana. That's who the other one was. Lots of junglers. I vote for Udyr, because I think out of everyone in the game, Udyr needs the biggest pick-me-up. His kit is simple, and it's unique, because it's all pretty much self-buffs to your auto attacks and stuff like that. But at the same time, he needs a bit of help, Because auto attack focused champions that are melees have a really tough time. Unless they have some good way of getting on to you. Like with Jax and Talon and Irelia, they got dashes and they have all that stuff. But you know, even Teemo got some speed in him, but he's ranged, but super short range. So, but Udyr doesn't really have anything. He has a way of making him go a little bit faster, but he doesn't have anything. So some of the items, like Predator's Claw, I think I've seen Udyr run, kind of gives him that pseudo dash, but I feel like he really needs something to help him out to get onto somebody so he can start rampaging. Because as soon as he's on you, there's a really good chance that he's gonna just destroy you. But he's so easy to kite out, and he's just so linear. So he needs a bit of a visual update, and he needs a little bit of help getting on people. I still love his thematic and how that works and how he is an auto attack based champion, but he needs something. He needs something to help him get to where he can use those auto attacks. So I vote for Udyr because I would really enjoy seeing him become amazing again. I still see an Udyr player here and there that's pretty good. I know that he used to just be super dominant, but he's fallen so far down now. Because you have amazing junglers that are super mobile, like Hecarim and Graves and stuff like that, that just blow the competition out of the water, essentially. So Udyr, I think, is really good, or really in need for an update so he can get really good. That said, everyone on that list was on that list for a rework for a reason. So Skarner could use a bit of an update. He could use a little bit of a visual update. I love his flash art still, but his in-game is a bit so he could use a visual update. I love how his abilities go together with each other, and I love his passive, how it is. I love how he runs already. He's fun, but I do think that he needs an extra little something, just like Udyr. He needs an extra something. So I know that they were talking about keeping his ultimate, which is one of the most fun ultimates in the game, in my opinion. Just toe line somebody, just grab them and bring them back into your team. Amazing. But the rest of his abilities, they said that they're gonna rework or update. I don't know if it's like a full change, like kind of what they did with Volibear and Aatrox and stuff like that, or what they have going on. But I would like to see not the exact passive that he has, which is the control point kind of passives that buff him up. But I want to see, if they do rework him, I want to see something similar. I don't know really what I want to see, because I really like the idea of certain spots on the map giving him buffs and it being kind of a mini game, but they need to find a better way of implementing it. I don't really know what I'm going for, but it needs a little bit of something with it. But I don't want them to completely scrap it. They probably will. But I think it's really unique, like a real unique passive. I think that's why I want to see it stay. Is because there's nothing else in the game like it. It is his passive. It is him exclusively with these control points. But I'm fine with the rest of his kit going. Again, it just feels outdated. I still have fun playing it, but it does need something to put, bring him up a bit. Nocturne. I love Nocturne. You guys know I love Nocturne. It's one of my mains. It's my jungle main. I find him very fun and entertaining. He is super simple, very linear overall. But he has, to my knowledge, as of right now, he has the lowest win rate in the game. It's like low 40s, I think, low to mid 40s, percent-wise. So I understand why he needs an update. Visually, he could use an update. It's not the worst in-game model, but it could, you know, it could use an update, and some of the skins are just horrendous on him. Some of them look god-awful. So I want them to keep the ult, and I think that they said that if they rework him, they are going to keep his ult, or at least something very, very similar, which is good because he has an amazing ult, in my opinion. I love his ult super, or so much. I didn't even realize we were facing Samira. I've been in my own world talking about these potential reworks. I like, again, like with Skarner, I love how how his abilities and stuff kind of fit together and play off of each other. He is another auto attack focus melee champion, but he kind of has ways to get onto people. You know, he's got his fear that slows him. He moves faster on his Q. His ult is a giant freaking global dash, for God's sakes, pretty much. So he has the ability to get onto people way easier than like Udyr does. So it's not, you know, like movement is really his issue. But I do see why he probably needs more of an update, because he is outdated. He could use a little bit of like pizzazz, a little bit of sparkle to his game. Because his Q is cool, where it's a skill shot and it lets you run faster on it and it kind of tracks him down. That's cool. I think that they could do something a little bit better with it. A little bit of a cooler skill shot. It's interesting, but I don't know. They could do something better with that, I think. I like his spell shield. So his spell shield is cool, but it's like the only spell shield in the game that doesn't, or that costs mana. Like Sivir's spell shield is completely free. Now I understand why his isn't, because it like gives him a massive attack speed boost. So it makes sense why it costs a bit of mana, a little bit of something, you know. But at the same time, it's like, well, if it was a simple spell shield that costs nothing, like Sivir's, if they pretty much just copied Sivir's current spell shield and gave it to him, I'd be completely fine. Gives him a little bit of mana, costs free, because there's so many times, right, that there are so many times right now. I guess I just wanted the control point. I thought drag was up right now. That I've needed to use a spell shield and then just not been able to, because I haven't had the mana. And spell shields are meant to be instantaneous, a little bit of a way to counter and just get you out or something like that. So if it costs mana and you don't have that mana, then then you don't have your way out. And Nocturne really needs that, since he goes in, he has no escape unless he's running like the new Dustblade. I can't even think of the name, I use it all the time. Unless he was running like the new Dustblade that turns him invisible, or for some reason a Gale Force or something that gives him a dash, or if he goes in and still has his ult instead of ulting in. Then he has the ult to kind of get out, maybe. It's just a whole freaking thing with him where his spell shield is not good. If you're able to use the spell shield correctly, and you have the mana, you use it, you block something, and you're on somebody, you kill them. It's pretty much, unless they're really fed and just going and stuff like that, like going in and stuff like that, you kill them. Because you get such a massive fucking speed boost. One second, I'm getting outplayed. So like I was saying, you get the massive attack speed boost, which is great. These two are dead, and you just run it. You just go in on them, and you're done. But that's all that the spell shield gives you per se. His fear is good. I like his fear. It does damage, it fears them, it makes you move faster than them while you're fearing. It's a good fear. I like it. That, I have no issue with that. So, overall in his kit, I like it. I like his current kit. But he does need updated. As long as they keep the ult, I'll be happy. The rest of it, it's whatever. As long as they keep the ult, I'll be happy. And then let's see. It's not worth this. Shyvana. Shyvana is interesting because she has a unique kit that works well, but it's not amazing currently. It's had its moments. It's not amazing right now. And I don't know what all they could do with it. I don't really know, because it's powerful, but it's not powerful. It's unique, and it's a lot right now. But I don't know what all they could change with it, is the thing. So I don't really have a whole lot of info on Shyvana. I haven't played her a whole lot. I've played her a bit, jungle here and there, AP-wise. I don't know. Give her a little bit more range? Maybe? Give her more burst. I don't know what Shyvana needs to become good. Like meta, I guess. I shouldn't say good, because every champion is good if played correctly. So it's not like I can say that, but like good for the average person, I guess. I don't know what she needs. So I can't say a whole lot about her. And then, Quinn. Quinn is another interesting one, because the role that she currently has is solid. She's a top laner, ranged, with good damage. She's kind of like another Vayne in a way, but for top lane. She's a top lane Vayne. And I know that they were saying that if they rework her, they're going to put more of an emphasis on Valor, the bird. Because right now, Valor is used in her abilities. It's her ult. She throws Valor as a Q. But they were saying it just feels like the Q one just feels like you're throwing a projectile, which you are. So I can't disagree with that. But yeah, there isn't that emphasis. It feels like you're playing Quinn. Like that's all. It doesn't feel like you're playing Quinn and her partner Valor. So, thematically, I understand what they want to do. And I think that they could do some really cool stuff, because when I was hearing them talk about kind of what all they're going to focus on with her, if they rework her, is it gets me excited for another Kindred. Because how they did Kindred was super. I really like how Kindred turned out. So, it feels like they want to do another thing like Kindred, but I don't know what all they're gonna do with it. I have no clue what all they can do with it and have it feel uniquely Quinn, and not like it's a copy of Kindred or something like that. So I think all of them deserve a rework. I think all of them will get reworked sometime in the future. As of currently, I think Udyr is in the biggest need of a rework of any of them. Now that's just me. I know that some people have different opinions. I know a lot of people are on the Udyr train. A lot of people are. So let's do that. Other champions that I think need to get reworked in the future. I think Sivir could use a little bit of an update. But not a rework. An update. Because I like her 3 abilities. I love her Q, W, and E. I don't like her R. It serves its purpose. I use it to engage and to get out. Because it does give you that little bit. It could be more. I would love more movement speed. But it's fine for what it is, and it gives attack speed. When Ricochet is active. I think what they need to do is they need to give the attack speed boost just straight to a Ricochet. I think it just needs to be passive on Ricochet instead of being on the ult. And then I don't know, because I feel like Kled's ult. So the thing is, I feel like Sivir's ult is a better Kled ult, which is weird to say because Kled came after. But I feel like Sivir's ult is better than Kled's ult in a way. They have to stick with you. Well, with Kled, it's just the giant area, and I think you might move faster with Kled. But you can fully control exactly what you want to do with Sivir's ult. But it's lackluster, man. I mean, you pop it and you move fast. That's it. You pop it and you move fast. I think that there needs to be more. She can do so much better. She is a fucking warrior. Like, she's the warrior priestess is her tagline, is her line. She could do so much cool shit for her ult. I don't think that her ult currently does justice to her. That's just me. I don't know what her ult could be. Maybe she gets that Phalios thing where she gets all the fucking like chakrams that kind of just like float around her, and she can like disperse them or something, kind of like Talon's, a Talon Phalios kind of shit going on, you know? And just like have them follow. I don't know. Maybe have her go faster doing that. Like, I'm fine with getting the movement speed, but there needs to be something else to it, you know? I don't know, but I feel like Sivir's ult could use a little bit of something. That's not good. I know Rammus. Nice. I know Rammus. His ult is getting an update. I know that it's different for Wild Rift, and I think that they're taking what's going to happen with the Wild Rift one over to computer. I could be wrong. But instead of just the little tremors at his feet, you know, that he has when he walks around, he jumps and slams down in an area. So you get that slam, you get that the ooh boom slam. And then it leaves tremors where you slam. It's kind of like a Volibear ult with tremors attached to it, and it sounds awesome. I love it. I love everything about that image in my head. This freaking turtle just zooming straight into lane, and then boom, just slams down onto you. It sounds awesome, and I love it. And those are the kind of little things that I want to see. Is I don't care about certain champions getting full reworks, but I wouldn't mind some quality of life updates with certain abilities that are just outdated, like what they did with Rammus. I know Mundo is getting a full update pretty early on, I think, here in 2021, if I'm not mistaken. So he's gonna be getting the next update, and I think he could use it. I mean, he's just a stat stick right now. He just kind of runs at you on fire and calls it a day. So, you know, I can't wait to see what all they do with that. Teemo, I think, could use a little bit of quality of life. I like what he is. I mean, he's one of my favorite champions in the game. So I love him right now. but I think that they could change his movement update. Where right now he just gains the speed. Oh my god, why am I lagging? Right now he just gains speed, and I think that they could easily give him just like a dash or something like that. Like just a better movement option, you know. The rest of his kit is fine, I think. Oh god, I'm trying to think. Amumu is fine. I don't know how many like other older champions really need a whole lot of updates. I'm probably just forgetting some because you just never see them. I can't think of a whole lot of others. If there's any champs that you think need an update, either a full-scale update or just like a couple abilities here and there, let me know, because I love talking about potential updates and champions and stuff like that. Because lately the reworks that they've been doing have been really freaking good. Volibear's was interesting, nothing like stupid amazing. But oh Jesus, no thank you. Nothing stupid amazing on Volibear. Fiddlesticks was freaking awesome. Oh yeah, there's still Yume. Yeah, Fiddlesticks was really good. Fiddlesticks, I think right now, at least as of recent, has been classified as like the best rework that Riot's done, at least in a long time. So Fiddlesticks was really successful. I can't wait. Well, I don't play Mundo. I'm probably not going to play Mundo even with the update. He's not really my... It's weird to say because I love auto attack champions and stuff like that, like Nocturne, and I love tanks. But something about him, he's just never clicked with me. It might, after the update, whatever they do to him, he might become like one of my favorites. But overall, I look forward to it. I think that's going to be good for him. I don't look forward to him being in my games because I feel like he's going to be super powerful. I already, like, Mundo is already a tough cookie to deal with. But you know, it's gonna be good for him, I think. Ooh, that was instant. That was a lot of damage, really fucking fast. Let me think. What other champions could really use it right now? Right now, all the champions that are currently in the game, aside from the few that we've talked about, and probably a couple here and there that I forgot about, a lot of them are really good. A lot of them feel good, feel, you know, clean, overpowered in some cases. But overall, it feels like the champion pool that we have feels really good. There's a little something for everybody, and I don't know what all champions Riot is going to try and push out, because they've gone through a lot of different, like they've gone through so many unique ideas that I don't know how they keep on coming up with more ideas without recycling a whole bunch, because the last couple the last couple champions that they've released have felt really fucking unique. Have felt really good to play. Not necessarily play against, but to play. Like Senna has been interesting because she is truly an ADC who can also support, and she's gone through so many builds, tanky, damage, supporty, you name it, she's probably fucking done it. But she has her own identity. Samira, she's an assassin bot laner who is fucking playmaking crazy. She feels like Jinx did when Jinx came out. Jinx was fucking crazy when she came out, dude. She was fucking everywhere. She didn't have like the million dashes that Samira has and the reset and stuff like that, but it was just that chaotic playstyle. So Samira feels like the next generation Jinx, which I love. I love the fast-paced, chaotic style. Aphelios had a million fucking guns. That's just unique in itself. Like, it's nothing fucking like, gameplay wise, he had a different UI and he had a million guns, and that's enough to make him feel different because he always had his own unique playstyle. With the exception of a few like Yone, who feels like Yasuo, still has his own personality, but feels like Yasuo does, because they play very similarly with different abilities. But like Lilia was a great addition, and I'm sad that Yone just kind of took the spotlight from her like right off the bat, because they released like back to back. But Lilia has a very interesting playstyle where it's movement based. She's an AP melee champion with poisons, kind of like, we have another poison champion, which is fucking awesome. I love damage over time. I hate it when it's used against me, but I love using it. So, but she's an AP melee poison based movement based jungler who's a deer. Like, she sounds awesome, and she is. She's really good. And I'm glad that people are starting to learn how to play her, because I've always enjoyed playing her, and I love seeing her in pro play. And I'm glad that she started to make her rounds through solo queue. She is a unique champion. When compared to all the old champions, where they were releasing like a champion every 2 weeks, it was fun because you got a new champion every 2 weeks, but they felt very similar to each other if they were put in the same category, like mid lane mage or whatever. Those two mid lane mages that just came out feel very similar. And most of those champions have gotten rework since then, and that's amazing. That's great, I love it. But some of the old champions still need their time. Because, like, okay, Garen, he runs at you, and he hits you with a sword, and then he spins around. Tryndamere, he runs at you, he hits you with a sword, and then he spins around. Mundo, he runs at you, he throws a cleaver at you, and then fire spins around him and it hits you. Fucking Shyvana, she runs at you, she hits you, she also has a fire ring like Mundo. Wukong, he runs at you, he hits you with a pole, and then he disappears. There's a few differences to them, but they all have, like, the melees all have the same playstyle. The ADCs all have the same playstyle. Ashe, she stands there and she shoots you. Misfortune, she stands there and she shoots you. Caitlyn, she stands there and she shoots you. Vayne tumbles at you and then she shoots you. So a lot of older champions feel very, very similar to each other. Whereas nowadays we're getting so many fun and unique champions. Like even Jhin, who was kind of that bridge between the old champions and the new, or the old ADCs and the new ADCs, because he still stood there and shot you, but he had the reload mechanic, which Graves had, but in a cooler thematic way with 4. Everything in his kit is thematically based. He has set limitations, and he's a sniper that feels like a true sniper, as opposed to Caitlyn, who just has a sniper rifle. Because Caitlyn can shoot you, but also can shoot you very fast. Whereas Jhin, he can only do a shot, and then a shot, and then a shot. It's not like a multi-fire. You kind of have that time in between, so it feels different, and it feels good. And Jhin is, in mine and a lot of people's opinions, one of the most balanced, I guess. Right now he's really strong, so it's weird to say that, but he's one of the most balanced, thematically perfect, and most crisp and clean feeling champions in the game. I love playing Jhin. He has always probably been my favorite ADC to play. And he's that bridge, that middle ground between old, kind of unbalanced, underbalanced ADCs, and new, overpowered, unique ADCs. He's that kind of midpoint. And each role kind of has not that midpoint, but they have that transition to them. And I can't speak for all of them. I wish I was on my main account so I could kind of see everybody. But like, how do I say this? So it's like there was some sort of difference that was made in each kind of role. That was that transition, but I don't think any felt as good as Jhin. And I can't really think of a whole lot of other ones besides Jhin where it was that clean transition, I think. Because I don't know the other roles to do overly amazing, and some of them just never really got out of it. I don't know. Like, support still feels kind of old school to me. I don't feel like we've gone like a super fresh support in a while. Like, Senna is a fresh support, but she just kind of feels like an ADC with healing. So it, you know, but which I mean is pretty much what she is. But I don't know. Like, I guess Rel's a pretty interesting new support. But it's just like support is kind of limited, I guess, with how you can design them, because they're usually gonna feel very similar to one of the two, either healing or utility kind of classes. So every healer kind of feels a little bit, you know, a little bit the same. And most utilities kind of feel a little bit the same. You know, oh, stun them, do some damage, and let your ADC take the kill. Healers are kind of stand back, heal when you can, poke here and there. I guess, and then there's hooks, hook champions that get in there. Rel, I guess, is new, a new face to the support, where she's the engaged tank. I guess she fits the same role as like Alistar. Now that I'm thinking about it, where they're engaged without the hook. I don't know what all we can do, what we can hope for in the way of a new ADC, because it feels like a lot of the avenues, or sorry, support, that a lot of the avenues for supports have kind of been taken already. And whenever I think that, Riot just jumps out of the woodwork and surprises us with a brand new fucking concept of, oh wow, that's the thing. But I really don't know what all they can do to make the support role feel super fresh. Or I don't know. I really don't know how to make the support role fresh. Because you still want either super utility with CC, or or healing, or engage. Like those are the three things that you really want in a support. I don't know, because I mean you can't easily give a hook champion like a heal, right? Like you're crossing too many things there. Like you can give a hook champion CC because like it is, and engage. You can give an engaged champion really good CC. I feel like you can't combine easily and confidently combine engage CC with healing. Like you can give CC to healers, and you can give CC to engage. CC can go all around, but you can't give engage to healers and have it feel good on both sides. And I guess that just comes from the fact of like when you engage and go in and stuff like that, you don't really like, you might not be next to your ADC for it. And I don't know, I guess that the closest that you can do with that kind of thing is what they did with Rakan, where he is an engager and he has a small heal attached to him, but it doesn't, like, he's not a healer. You don't classify him as a healer class. You classify him as like the tank engage, just with a little bit of a heal. But if they found a way to make a new engage / hook champion and gave them a decent heal, like found a way to do it all, then you just have the ultimate support. CC, engage, and heals. In a good balance with each other. Not like Rakan, where it's way more of one thing than the other. Like way more engaged or whatever, or you know, the same on par heals as like Soraka has, and then make it so she can bum rush somebody at fucking Mach 5. Like, if you can find a way of combining all those little things, then you would just have the most powerful fucking thing on the earth, man. I don't know. But like, you would never fucking see anything even close to that with how the old champions work, man. Never in your fucking life. There's nothing I can do here. I have no mana. Yeah, cause in the past, like Alistar, he is pure engage. He has no heals. He has CC with his knock-up and his knockback, but you need to be good with those. Like, you really need, you really need, like, to know him and play him a lot. I want boots. Give me boots. But there's no way that you could, you know, strap a fucking heal onto this cow and call it a day. No way. And likewise, you could never strap a fucking Malphite ult onto Soraka and call it a day. That's not how design works. That's how it could work now. With how fucking insane and crazy they've fucking been lately with their champion designs. Dude, I could see a healer going fucking Mach 5 into somebody. Hell yeah, I could. I think it would be fucking hilarious. It straight up looked like Rakan, just way bigger heals. Rakan is probably the closest to that kind of support that we've seen, where he does have all the things, but none of them are perfect. He's a jack of all trades. You don't see Rakan anymore, which is weird, because it seems like he'd be kind of fucking powerful. And it seems like we're gonna be getting back into the engage kind of metas with Rel just coming out and stuff like that. And I guess that Rel kind of like really goes in hard against Rakan because Tank Buster, but that'd be interesting, man. I'd love to see that matchup. Yeah, I guess I'm just to the point where, you know, I'm playing for such a long time. There's so many champions in the game. I don't know what all they can add into the game at this point to keep it all fresh. I have no clue. I have no idea. Viego is cool, but he feels similar, you know? He runs at you. He has a key or a Sentimist. He has a Sentimist on him. He runs at you, hits you with his sword. He takes your abilities when he kills you. Like, his passive is fucking awesome. It kind of feels like a weird reverse old school Yorick ult. But so his passive is cool, but the rest of him just kind of feels, eh. You know, it's just the same as other melees. It's nothing amazing. So it's like I don't know especially what all they're gonna be throwing in. We're gonna be getting the first Yordle that we've gone in a while. It's gonna be an artillery mage, which makes me think of Ziggs and Kog'Maw and Veigar. Like, how makes me think of one of those. So I can't wait for that. I just love seeing Yordles come out because they're mysterious. They're from Vandal City, but nobody really knows what the fuck that even is. And they're all just unique. Like they're all just fun. A fun race. So I'm glad to see more Yordles starting to get added because I think it's been a fucking hot minute for those. We're gonna be getting. Hello? Alright, I think I'm in. We're gonna be getting a new AP top laner who I'm pretty sure is the queen, the ruined queen. Just from what we've kind of been teased. So she's gonna be an AP top laner that has like a seamstress kind of thematic. So we're gonna have that. We're gonna get another Lightbringer ADC. It sounds like something like what Senna is. So that'll be fucking awesome. Oh, I really fucking messed that one up. He's dead. Nice. No idea what the next oh my god. I don't know why I tried to fucking do anything there. Not so bad. I don't know what the next support is gonna be. They haven't really teased a whole lot with the upcoming support, but whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be pretty fucking spicy. So I look forward to all the champions that are coming this year. They all sound pretty cool so far. Artillery mages sound awesome. Whatever the fuck Seamstress does probably sounds awesome. New Lightbringer sounds fucking awesome. You know, it's just everything's sounding pretty fucking awesome. It is what I'm trying to get at here. Dude, that Rel was just taking fucking abuse. Like, she did not give a fuck about me. I look forward to this year and what all it brings, League of Legends wise. We're looking down the barrel already of some pretty amazing skin lines. There was a vote skin line that whatever of the three, it's Debonair 2.0, Prime City, and like Beastmaster or something like that. Whichever one gets chosen, it's gonna be an absolute banger. Sound pretty fucking solid. All the pressure. So yeah, this year is looking to be good. Reworks, I'm sure that there was going to be probably like, well, Dr. Mundo is confirmed and he's going to be early. They're picking the one for next, so that'll be happening, I'm sure, in 2021. Might get, so we're going to get at least 2. I'm going to bank on there being 3, but I'm not sure. Because, I mean, we got... Well, did we only get 2 in 2020? Was it just Volibear and Fiddles? So maybe we'll only get 2. I'm hoping 3 reworks of some sort. Plus the other champions. So, and it sounds like they're probably going to do the same thing where it's going to be 6 champions total, because they'll have 2 mid laners. So, that's all going to be pretty spicy. Skin lines, can't wait for. I can't wait to see if they put out any new game modes, because there are some game modes I wouldn't mind seeing coming back. There are a lot of game modes that I'm sure that they have thought up and want to implement. Like, I would love to see Doombots come back. Doombots was super fun. Because right now we're just getting like Earth and Nexus Blitz. That's like the extent of what we're getting. It's like we need a little bit more. They should definitely put the Odyssey. That's happening out there. They should definitely put the Odyssey game mode back in the game when they did the second Odyssey event. So that was pretty fun. Looking to be a pretty good year, and we're just gonna try and grind it out, man. Just gonna try and grind it out. I did not mean to place a ward. That was a slip. Try and head back, grab Gale Force, get some mana. So, in the patch that's literally coming tomorrow, they're going to be buffing Essence Reaver. They're going to be nerfing Gale Force. It's going to be sad. But with Essence Reaver getting buffed, I'm probably going to stop running tier, like building it first and running it and stuff like that. Because Essence Reaver does kind of like just control your mana pretty well when it works. And with the buff that they're adding, it's really gonna be controlling some mana issues. So I think I'm going to start playing Sivir more with Essence Reaver than with tier mana. get away. Bro, I can't get away. Bro, I can't do it. They're just on me for life. Ah, Rel didn't take another tower shot. What the hell? Hey. Well, that was bad. We got Dragon, which is good. We pretty much all fucking died, which is bad. I mean, I guess we traded 2 for 2 and got Dragon, so I guess it was kind of worth it. We got a tower out of it. I guess it was worth looking at in hindsight. Oh, she fucking dead. Knock him up. Mess him up, dude. I'm not fast. Sounds like that I wish I had my ult. Had my ult. Would have gone in there and just messed some shit up. I shouldn't have popped ult there. That was a panic ult, and it was just nothing. Yeah, Jinx is definitely snowballing it, but she's not really doing a whole lot with her lead just yet. So we're still getting stuff going. It's gonna be scary when she starts snowballing it through, though. Her passive is fucking terrifying when it's a snowball. Just fucking attack speed out the ass. Oh, okay. I didn't think that she'd be able to just fucking tower dive like that. I underestimated this side earlier. I mean, I guess Irelia is just stupid strong of a champion anyways. She has 1,000,001 fucking dashes, so ADC's going into is probably pretty risky anyways. Even if she wasn't. Even if she didn't have any kills and stuff like that. That's a lot of people. So here's the thing, right? I need that. Okay, so I hit her. So your W can proc off of towers as well, but still doesn't do shit for damage, I guess. I can go back and grab some stuff. We're slowly gonna come back into this. We have the kill advantage, and we're pushing into them a bit hard now. Yeah, split entry. Did not split entry. I do not want to go against Irelia one-on-one anymore. Good, I saw how fast she fucking delayed me. That was not a good time. I kind of want to chill with the group like a good ADC. Stay in the back line and just ping people.
Shut down. Get paid and get out.
Let me clear up this little roadblock. That's clearing itself. What? Did I cancel at like the absolute last fucking second? I don't want to get anywhere fucking near. As greedy as I can be. Not against her, man. I'll be greedy against the fucking Morgana. Alright. He probably did that for the shade. If he didn't jump to anyone and just did that, he probably did just so we couldn't see what all was happening. I need my group. I'm not trying to 1v5 here. I am not the 1v9 person on our team right now. We might be able to make something happen here. Oh, we sure fucking can. Dude, I can't even fucking damage her. I can't even fucking do anything to her. That's not good. They're gonna drag. We can't do anything about it. Holy fuck. Dude, she went the fuck in. Too bad you guys got fucking no AoE to deal with that situation though. Yeah. I need to deal with the minions. Urgot's got the minions, dude. Urgot's pushing it hard. Alright. Minions good. I don't know what we can do here. Jesus Christ, dude, this Irelia does not give a fuck. I was gonna try and start going for the Jinx, but then Irelia just like destroyed me. This is a bit of an awkward fight, but it's still surprisingly winnable. If we get Baron and push correctly, we win. But that plan of action requires us to fucking get okay. That requires us to get Baron in the first place. Which is sure as fuck not a guarantee with Irelia. And then push correctly, which sure as fuck is not a thing. A guaranteed thing here. Irelia top. Now the thing is, right? This is fucking Irelia. It's gonna be coming from top. Just destroy us. So if there's one fucking champ in this field that can just team wipe us, it's Irelia. And there she is. Alright. Are we pushing or are we taking the ban? I guess we want to push this. I mean, I'm fine with pushing it, but oh my god, Urgot was tanking. He's the lad. Now, okay. So they will know. That is fine. Or Infinity. for the next one. I don't know what all I want to run. Whether I want to go. I might go Mana Moon. Just for the end of the era. Of Mana Moon instead of fucking. Oh my god. Alright, so I keep on thinking we're about to do an objective and then we just run it down. I mean, it makes sense. We could potentially just win off this. Alright. Good game. That went close, like, both ways. I'll give it to Urgot. S+ on Ivan. Hey, bronze 2. Alright. So, was that, hello? Was that 5 or 6? That was 7. Alright. I wish that they brought back the feature that you could honor opponents as well. I don't know if I would have honored any of them because nothing particularly happened. But you used to be able to honor opponents, and I love that time. And I wish that time came back. Because there are some games that you play, that I've played, that I would love nothing more than to honor opponents, because some of them are way cooler than new opponents. So, or some of them are cooler than like your current opponent or your current allies. I'm messing everything up. Lost my train of thought off of something else. But yeah, sometimes your allies are dicks and your opponents are great. You can't honor them for their behavior, you know? Like, I would love to just give to them. But slowly getting experience. Does I don't know how I'm getting blue essence. Unless ranked gives you blue essence. Oh, you got a little chart. These cannot be. You can no longer collect these coins. I need to spend those. I'll probably just get a bunch of blue essence. Yeah, this is, I'm getting text from Jacob, so I'm assuming that he's watching. Alright. Nobody's playing this. So this is a ranked account. We're currently in placements to see where we rank. So I'm just playing Sivir pretty much through it. because I like Sivir and I want to get better with her. But on my fun streams, when I do non-ranked, I will definitely be playing other champions. I will not be sticking just to Sivir in the bot lane, you know? As ranked, I'm probably gonna be maybe one-tricking, I don't know. My one-trick Sivir just have a small pool that I go between. Doing Sivir mostly just for placement, so we can get into a place and then go from there. But yeah, and then fun streams, we'll be doing everything else. We'll be doing jungle, we'll be doing supports, tops, mids. We'll be playing freaking things like we did on past streams, like the Heimer jungle and shit like that. Yeah, we're just gonna be playing Ram stuff on those ones. So, all right, I'm gonna let this load in. I will be right back, everybody. Alright, sorry about that. It looks like somebody dodged. That's always fun. At least we're getting back in pretty fast. Yeah, I've literally just been playing Sivir all day. Like for the matches, all the matches. So I find her fun. This is why I find Sivir fun. She's simple, so I can kind of go on autopilot and talk like I have been about random shit with like the reworks and whatever. So I can do all that without needing to think too hard because she's very simplistic and straightforward. She does a lot of damage, early game and late game. She can win the early game and she can win the late game. So there's not a point where she's super weak. There's not a point where she's super complex. You can autopilot and pretty much win. And if you concentrate, you can win harder. So I just like her because you can just play her. You can jump in and just play her. You don't need to read a freaking textbook like you do for Aphelios, or worry about passives like Rengar and stuff like that. Like, you jump in, you lock her in, you throw a boomerang chakram thing, and you call it a day. That's Sivir. So but I will pose the same question that I did earlier in the video. Is there any champions that you feel you would like to see reworked? Complete rework, or just like an ability here or there that you don't like on that champion? So that's the first question. Are there any reworks that you want to see? Like, hey, I've liked this champion for a while, but there are certain things that they're lacking. So they might be like a C tier champion or something like that. What would you like to see to make them go up? What fun stuff do you want to see? And I guess second question is, what all do you think, like, what all fun mechanics do you think you could see Riot putting in, or would you like to see put in? What out of this world crazy thing do you want to see put into the game? Whether it's a theme for a champion, or hey, this ability sounds like it'd be cool if it was put on somebody. Like, what kind of ability or champion or what would you like to see put in? So I got no clue. I have no clue what else I want to see. So, we have a Thresh Sivir into a Kai'Sa Lulu. I'm fine with facing Kai'Sa. I don't have too many Kai'Sa problems. Lulu I have a problem with. Lulu does so fucking much. Lulu does so much. So the thing with Hecarim, and I'm assuming that this guy is gonna show you. Hecarim is a monster. He's been a monster for a while. He will continue to be a monster for a while. He is fast. He hits like a fucking semi-truck. Already. Like, his damage is crazy already. And he's a tanky son of a bitch. He is one of the two best junglers in the game right now. And the other one being Graves. Graves and Hecarim, I think, are still the two best junglers in the game. And they've been on top for a while now, which is the crazy part. Like, they've been in it for like the entire latter half of season 10 and the beginning of season 11 here. They didn't update him. They didn't directly update Hecarim, but they changed, like, nerfed or changed in some way a lot of his counters, his counter picks, and they updated a lot of his like the items that he uses, especially in season 11. So I don't think that he ever got, like, directly buffed. He could have, and I don't remember, but there was a lot of indirect buffs to a lot of things, like runes, items, the champions that are good against him, that now he's just on top. And again, he's super fast and mobile, so he can get around and gank really easily. And because he scales off of movement speed with his damage still, he's fast getting around everywhere, and he hits like a fucking truck when he comes into your lane. So it's just a few circumstances that put him on top. Graves, I think, is the same way, where I think it's more circumstantial. I don't think per se he got, like, directly buffed or whatever, but again, like, counters, range in the jungle is pretty solid, and his and the new items especially have been kind of helping him out. Yeah, they're both really fun. I've been sticking away from them because I personally don't like playing super meta stuff mostly. Jhin is kind of the exception to that. Where it's like, I love playing Jhin. But I got nothing up. Jhin is the exception, but I'll always love playing Jhin no matter how, no matter how popular he is. But I try and stay on the down low, so I don't play a whole lot of champions when they're like super good in meta. So I've been personally staying away from Hecarim and Graves, which is a shame because I do like playing them, but it's just so hard to play them in at this point because they're so popular and so up there that a lot of people know how to counter them, and a lot of people know how to play around them. So if you pull it out, it might be fun, but you might also just get like dumpstered. Well, if you pull out picks that you don't really see, like my Nocturne pick and stuff like that, then you know you'll have a bit of an easier time, even though it's a quote-unquote worse champion at the time. They like people don't know how to play around them, and they're not expecting them, so you're probably gonna get a free game. And Sivir is kind of a similar case, where she's simple, so people know how to kind of play around her, but at the same time, she's not seen enough, so people don't know how to actually play specifically around her. I wouldn't doubt. So, judging from how it's been going and how long they've stayed meta, it's gonna be a situation where I think Graves, unless they truly get fucking hammered, unless they truly get like nerfed, it's like straight to hell. I think that they're always going to be solid picks, and I think that they're always going to be strong. I can't for sure say that they're gonna be meta forever, especially, but I feel like unless something drastic happens, they're always gonna be pretty fucking strong and, you know, A range. But I wouldn't mind seeing the meta completely change up again and have some new champs get thrown into the fray, but you know, that doesn't happen too often unless something big happens. Like, even with the item changes, there was a completely different meta for a while there. It was like a huge ass nerf meta. But, I don't know if I need a flashlight. It was a big tank meta. Sorry, not nerf meta. It was a big tank meta. And that lasted for a while, especially when Sunfire Cape got nude. It was crazy. Like, Amumu was #1 for a while, which is weird. But then it kind of like, once they started nerfing the tank items back, it started feeling like Season 10 did again, where it was kind of early game stuff. It was damage. It just felt just kind of like not much happened, just with a new code of payment items. So the meta didn't even like super change from what I've seen, even with the new items, except for that little bit of time where tank items were just broken. Because as soon as those kind of went away, it shifted back into kind of like an assassin damage meta. Is how I perceived it, and it's still kind of that way, but it's the same like strong picks that were in Season 10. I feel like towards the end, so it's still Hecarim, Graves, Olaf is still pretty strong. Top Kale is still pretty strong. Bot lane, Jin and Kai'Sa are still pretty strong. So it doesn't feel like a whole lot changed. At least jungle-wise, nothing really changed. Champion pool-wise. So I think it will be a bit before we see like an entire change in the meta, but you never know. This meta's changed all the fucking time. So who knows who we'll see next. Just chilling with my boy Thresh. I'm trying to think of who would be interesting to see come back like fully into the meta. Hasn't been in here in a bit. I can't think of too many ADCs that I want to see come back into the meta if they're not already. Oh, I'd love to see Kog'Maw come back into the meta. Now that I think about it, Kog'Maw is so fun. I love playing Kog'Maw. Enchanters aren't too big. Like Lulu is kind of surprising to see actually. Here because okay, so Lulu is kind of weird, I guess I should say, when it comes to enchanters, because Lulu is always good. Lulu is always really fucking solid. Because she has so much. She has shields, she has slows, she has like full CC, she has technically healing on her ult. She has it all. So she's always gonna be pretty good. But I wouldn't mind seeing actual enchanters, like other enchanters, come back. I think Janna's starting to come back, but I'd love to see Janna come back. Soraka's in a really rough place. Karma, I'd like to see Karma come back. She's really fun. I think that as the season goes on, it's going to be less fast-paced. Like right now, in preseason and at the start of the season, it's very damage-heavy. It's very burst. It's very fast-paced early game. So that's why we're seeing a lot of assassins. We're seeing some heavy-hitting tanks like Hecarim. But we're seeing high DPS carries and stuff like that. Like Kai'Sa and Jhin. And assassins and all that stuff. So it's very early game. It's very damage-based. But as the season goes, and I think we've seen this in past seasons, I hope that starts to slow down a little bit. So it goes more fighting for the mid to late game, and we start seeing like control mages come back. Like I'm tired of facing Katarinas, Yasuo's, Akali's, fucking every assassin under the sun for mid lanes, and I would love to see like Syndra, who's in a bad spot right now, come back. I'd love to see Ziggs, although I don't think that he'll really come back in the mid lane. I know he's good on bot right now. I'd love to see Orianna come back. I know that Orianna's always good in pro play, and I love seeing her. But right now, because it's a super early game thing, she's still good, but she's not great. She's always gonna be solid, but not great right now until it slows down a bit. Jesus Christ. Every single one of her Q bolts hit me. I think that they all hit me when I was in a group, which is the weird thing. I don't think I was like super out. I guess I kind of was. I don't know. I just got super bursted there. Like, I didn't have time to react. Well, I don't think I really had anything to react with, but yeah, I'd love to see the meta slow down a bit. Because as much as I like chaos and kind of like fast-paced stuff, and I do like the early game meta currently, I want to see a change, and I want to see us get back to kind of a control, slow-paced meta, where it's a lot of control mages in the mid lane, bot lane kind of just scales through. It's not like super early game. Top lane's kind of a brawl fest, and they get the utility out. You know, I love damage-oriented like metas and stuff like that. But it's just been like, I want a little bit of a change right now, because all preseason, all of this season so far, it's all been just fast-paced early game. I guess I'm just tired of every team is stacking like fucking 5 assassins. Yeah. Like there are some games, like I realistically get a lot of realistically I see a lot, or I play a lot of games where I'm facing 3 assassins as a Sivir for a Jhin or an Ashe. And it's just like, you're not going to be able to do anything there, right? Like, the only one who can do anything against 3 assassins is a tank. Like, there's just... It's so much, and I just want to not face a million fucking assassins at all times. So I think that's why I want to see control mages come back into the mid. Like, I'd love to see fucking Azir come back, dude. That'd be fucking awesome. And that right there is why I love Gale Force. Just extra fucking damage, dude. And it's an execute damage, so if you actually, like, it does more damage the less that they have. Just, it's great. Yeah. Gale Force's strip is 100% my favorite new method that they added. Followed probably by Prowler's Claw. Prowler's Claw isn't as, like, amazing as the other, like, as Eclipse and Duskblade are. But Prowler's Claw is fun. And so is Gale Force, and that's why I like them. They're fun. This is not a good situation. What? Damn it. Oh, almost got her. Wow, like all 5 of them were there, Jesus. So yeah, Gale Force is getting a revert nerf. So Gale Force was the weakest of the ADC items, so they buffed it. They made it so instead of waiting 90 seconds for its active, you only had to wait 60 seconds for its active. Gale Force is now apparently too strong. So they're reverting it back to a 90-second cooldown on its active. So it's not like it's losing its stats per se, that, you know, it's not losing the execute damage or anything like that. So, you know, it's still going to be my baby. I just won't be able to spam it. And I don't think I like necessarily spam it as of right now, but I understand that I'll have it less, where I probably need it. Let's get out of here before they decide to come and destroy me. So that doesn't sound like a fun time. TP. Alright. That's a long one. We're gonna lose bot tower. Where am I? Why did I get ignited in there? Yeah, this is just like, this Gale is just split pushing and no one gives a fuck. Not a soul.
Kings come and go, but gold
Ooh. That was a lot of burst damage. Although Kale is like 0-0, she still does a shitload of damage. Just a shitload. my good god, dude. He is not losing fucking any health. Alright, time to build an executioners. Yeah. Ooh. Bursted him. Oh, I don't know what all we need to do here. It's kind of down to like kill Yasuo, win game. I think. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Kill Yasuo, win game. This kill is gonna be a bit of a problem. Oh, why is R? I don't know how he pushed up so far. I mean, she sure as fuck is making it work. But... yeah, that attack speed was fucking crazy. Two seconds, he got like 6 autos off on me. Got the Yasuo though, which is a win. Now we got this shit to deal with. Dude, where the fuck did you get all that health back from? Dear fucking lord, dude. They have so much burst. Can I heal any slower in base? That Yasuo got way too fucking fed. A Yasuo with shield bow is so fucking hard to take down. It's like such an overpowered item for him. But they're not gonna nerf it because it's not overpowered for the people that it's made for. Like, I've only seen it really fucking work for Yasuo and Yone. I don't see it work for a whole lot of other people. Gosh, Shaco support. If you haven't been able to tell by my bans, I hate Pantheon. I hate facing Pantheon, dude. Pantheon is so powerful. In the early game, at least. I think that falls off a bit. In the early game, he's a powerhouse, and that's exactly how you need to play it. Oh, Nami Ash. Alright. So, I don't think I've really played with Shaco support. I played against Shaco support a lot. I've never really played with a Shaco support. So let's see if I can follow up on him and vice versa. It's pretty much going to be a mini game of me needing to focus on where his traps are, so I can see if somebody's about to run into them and follow up on the trap right as it springs. So I'm gonna need to be playing that little mini game as well. So, the thing about Nami Ash, right, is it's a lot of CC. Ash slows off of everything that she does and has a stun on her ult. Nami has a knockup. She has 2 knockups. So I need to be really careful with my positioning, because if Ash hits me with her volley and slows me, there's a good chance that Nami will just be able to follow it up with a bubble and stun me. So we're gonna need to play this a little bit safe while staying aggressive because you need to be aggressive with Shaco. Ooh, we have an Orianna. I was just talking about her. So, Orianna, I think, in my opinion, is better in team fights than Zed. Zed's still good. Orianna is better in team fights. But she's probably worse in lane than Zed. Unless she keeps her distance and is able to avoid his Qs, then she'll win it. But
I'll fight for a cause.
if she just gets hit by fucking everything, right? Then that's just over. Seeing a Mundo Kindred. I feel okay about that. Top lane. Okay, Fiora should destroy fucking Nasus in lane. But Nasus will destroy team fights harder. So this kind of comes down to, I think that we have, it's interesting because we have a mixed team when it comes to early and late team, or late game. I think that that should be enough of a leash off that, right? Yeah, you should be able to play that fine. So I think that Shaco and I and Fiora should be able to carry the early game and take us to a victory. If we can't do that, right, then I hope that Kindred and Orianna are stacked enough. Because Orianna scales better into late game because she's control mage, and I hope that Kindred is able to get lost stacks. So he's powerful into late game. I can still be relevant in the late game, but those two especially should be able to carry us pretty good. That's exactly what I wanted to fucking see. My spell shield is gonna be necessary in this lane. It will let me spell, or it'll let me pretty much negate both their ults and a Nami bubble. So it's gonna be pretty major if I'm really bad at dodging. But who fucking knows? I sure as hell could be bad at dodging this one. So I think I need to follow up on a few here and there, but besides that, just kind of let Shaco poke and do his thing. For this, since it's more of a poke lane, I probably should have gone Dark Harvest. I did not have mana, so I wouldn't be able to do like an insane amount to the Mundo. They should be able to take that though. Easy. Now it puts our Oriana on the board, which is amazing. The two that are on the board are the two that I really wanted on the board. Go around the back, just so I don't run into anyone. I have no idea where our bot lane is. There's one of them. Ooh, alright. That was actually a really good gank. Why the fuck? I don't know if I can really... This is really risky. As soon as that gets in there, there's not, like, nothing. I am low health, that is an assassin. I am perfectly fine with being carried this game. Perfectly fine. this, and then gank bot, try and go for a double kill. Oh.
It's not feeling it.
Yeah, so far this is looking like a really good game. Like the Kindred said, nobody's died on our side just yet. Gotten close a few times, but turned it. If we keep on going with objectives, we might just see an FF. I mean, I'd love to see an FF instead of needing to fucking play another full game through. If I can just get through placements fast, then I'm down with that. I don't need to be playing full games, you know.
Rampage. Shut down.
Oh god, why is my... Bro, my sensitivity just went fucking crazy for a second. Mundo is in here. Well, at least I'm making it so that they engage. They don't have minions to help them. Nice. Alright, there's GG. That's the surrender. Dude, having a shotgun support is actually really fucking good. I didn't need to do anything. I just sat there and poked. That's all I had to do. Alright, was that 9? It was 9. Oh, do we do another one? Let's finish off placements. Let's get placements out of the way. I spilled some shit on my keyboard. I'm having to pluck up my friggin' keys so I can claim this. It's in a bad spot too. Alright. Last of the placements. Alright. And down. I am fine with like all of those bands. I guess somebody wasn't. I was perfectly fine with all of those. I think I got cleaned up. Okay. Get my keys back on my keyboard. Alright. Crisis averted for the spilled shit on my keyboard. Is there a way for us to see our win-loss? So I think that we're about 50%, right? Yeah, I guess I can just go into match history and then count them for that, but... come on. So it looks like we're probably going to be placed in the current elo that we're in, I think. So bronze 2. Which is a good starting place. It's nothing too bad. I hope that Xerath is mid lane, because I do not want to do all the support Xerath tonight. He's gonna wait out the clock. Classy. Jhin. Yeah. Fine with Jhin. Now, the funny thing is, I'm actually used to the Sivir Rel combo because Joe has been playing like non-stop Rel lately. So, since he's my support, we've been playing a lot of Sivir Rel. So, I'm pretty used to how Rel works. Just a mini Jarvan on a horse. Let's crank Jhin. I'm gonna go Dark Harvest for this one. Just cause. I think that this is gonna be another poke game. And it'll help us scale into the late game even harder because their team looks like it's gonna have the early game. So I gotta have some way of catching up to the Xerath, because Xerath scales into Lycan like crazy. Okay. I Blitzcrank. I just gotta play around my minions pretty carefully.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I don't know if that was actually gonna hit me, but I would rather be safe than sorry.
Love or whatever works at the time.
Blitzcrank Hook has so big of a fucking hitbox that even if it looks like it's not gonna hit you, it probably is gonna fucking hit you. Yeah. Alright, we are missing our mid laner for the last placement game. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Please stay that way. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of an awkward one with Blitzcrank. It's been a hot bit since I've faced Blitz, so he's really gonna keep me off of minions, I think. I just gotta collect them where I can. Yeah, Jin is just gonna slow push. That is unfortunate. He got knocked out of his knockup. I did not mean to place that. I need to stop doing that. I can go back for a long sword. God, can I spell? And back for a long sword. At least give me a little bit of damage.
Get paid and get out.
Alright. I have my spell shield. So that should alleviate a little bit of pressure from the Blitz at least. My build right off the bat won't be like super good at combating like blitz and stuff like that, but once I get Gale Force and stuff like that, blitz shouldn't be an issue because I'll have my E, I'll have a dash, I'll be poking with Dark Harvest. I thought he was gonna pull. There he goes. Whoa. Oh, it's gotten fucking close. I need fucking mana. That's another thing that's really bad about Sivir is all of her abilities cost so much fucking mana. Like her Q at rank 1 costs 70, and at full rank it costs 110. It costs more than your fucking ult at full rank. Your W has 75, so it's like you have crazy fucking crazy mana limits. And I get that your spell shield is supposed to like kind of help balance that out because it gives you like 110 fucking mana or some shit, but it's just not fucking amazing. Fizzes are down there, which I didn't realize. What? Oh boy. Ugh. All those are used. My support started going a different direction. I think that she was chasing the gen or somebody. I was expecting her to like follow up with what I was doing, but she just started running the opposite direction. Like, if she came with me, I think that we probably could have slammed on the Xerath pretty hard. Is whatever. So Jin and them are fucking mid. That's nice. I'm going to push then.
Shut down.
Shove. Go for that quadra. Zero quadra or shut down. I don't think they're both getting out alive. It might be both. Yeah, it sure is a jungle diff, but now it's on our side. Okay. I don't know where we're going. Thought we were going on an adventure for a second. That is unfortunate. I thought it was gonna clip on her, and then she like dodged. So I didn't want to use my heat just because I thought it was gonna hit her. I was not expecting her to juke it. So she's been taking a whole game like a champ. Damn boots. I might as well just preemptively throw out my spell shield whenever I see him throw that. Ro left the fucking thing, so I started taking the aggro. She left the turret too early. Was he at 6'3"? Oof. Yeah, he might explode me, but I might as well try. Just... Jesus Christ, okay. Oof. That was a really stupid fight on our part. I think our Yi should be able to carry us through this though. Like, I have pretty much no doubt in my mind that Yi can carry us through this. They might FF off just off the E. That'd be pretty funny. Getting carried my last 2 games. Fitting. Well, their death timers are still super short. Yep. Oh boy. Alright. Well, we have our win condition. His name is Master Yi. So we're just gonna kind of play with him. Like kind of stay around him a lot. I think that's the play. Just kind of a system where we can. Dragoon will be up soon. That's alright, not super. We just lost Dragon there. They all collapsed. I saw Nika go in and I was like, sure, I can go and help out with the splits cranking, and they all just like came in. And I think it's... Dude, this Yi is fucking 1v9. Can they just surrender now?
Get paid and get out.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Kings come and go. Their gold stays.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Killing spree.
I need this Yi in here. I can't do much without him in this game. Place this for Aatrox when he respawns. Clear out some of these minis. That is not how that do. Oh boy, boy. Fucking auto pass started taking me back down. I was trying to click up here, and I think I like probably clicked over in here, so it tried to auto path me back around straight into him. I think we can end here though. If we stop going for the champions and fucking take down the fucking tower, I think we can win here. Maybe we don't win here. Maybe we don't win here. Oh, we get pretty fucking close though. Well, not much I can do by myself. Let's fucking go. Just casually take down Baron. You know, just casually, just things that you do. There's nothing I can do there. It's the power of Jin, baby. That's why he's top. That's why he's top of the boards. Top of the ADC roll. Does a shitload of damage. He's probably gonna come just solo his dragon. Mm-hmm. We should still have this game though. We're like at their nexus. Let's try and finish this off. Alright. Let's see where that throws us, because that should be all of our placements. I definitely give it to that E. He fucking hard carried that one. Smurfed it out, dude. Okay. So we are upper bronze 2. Just a bit away. Just a little bit away from bronze 1. Alright, well, it's a good launch pad. We're definitely going to get better. I mean, this was only in the span of 10 games getting to bronze 2. Excuse me. So, why does this keep on shining? Is there something I missed here? Okay, I'll sort that out, whatever. So thank you for watching. Next time, the next stream, I don't know what all we're gonna be doing, whether it's gonna be a fun stream or just diving more into ranked. I will figure that out. But yeah, thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate having people here. And just stay happy and safe.